Talk about what is new, people. We got the announcement. I don't know if y'all been living under a rock for the last, I don't know, 4 days. What is going on, people? Back with another episode. It is the Undergated podcast presented to you by the Undergated Network. Happy Black History Month, fellas. What's going on? I got the homie CD here and Gunpla Tesseract. What is going on, fellas? Y'all ready for this episode? It's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna
hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
CD, you ready?
Come on, it's Black
I see
History
the
Month.
hat
Gotta
with the
be.
pen. I see the hat. I hear you.
Come on.
Let's do it too, baby.
There he is. There he is.
Yes. Shout out to the people on Spotify too. We appreciate y'all listening and everything like that. Download it. So thank y'all again. Let's go ahead and jump into this episode. First up, always is greetings. What's going on, fellas? How y'all week been? What's it? What anything new? CD,
Man,
Austen.
go
One of
ahead,
those?
CD. No, CD. Go ahead. I'm gonna say my later, man.
Man, it wasn't too bad. I ended up, but I feel like every other week I'm sick at this point, so I had a little sinus infection. Thugged it out at work because I gotta keep the PTO. We have a vacation planned at some point, so can't be burning those days. Other than that little cold, it wasn't too bad. Kept it lightweight. Work wasn't too heavy. Family, family's family. So it was a chill week. I'm happy to be here though. This is my favorite part of the week with you guys. So
Absolutely.
Good day.
Good.
Coop?
Good.
Me, same old. I think it's the first week that I've worked a whole 40. It's been a long time. It's, 2 hours here. They're leaving because of the tooth. So it's been pretty chill. Was able to get to Hobbytown and sit down and took little mama to Hobbytown and we built. She knocked out a SD, the Alex SD, and I was able to work on some stuff as well. But other than that, I can't complain. What about you, Austen?
Man, okay. So Monday, this week's been a bit of trip. This Monday, I had a dentist appointment. Showed up there first thing in the morning because I'm right there with CD. Got to save that PTO, so I was like, let me take care of this.
Save it.
Right, then go right back to work. Don't worry, everything will be fine. I'm just getting my filling removed and the cavity filled. Right, so they numbed me up with the gel. Right, stuck me in there. She hit the bone back in my jaw by accident, and it kind of caused a lot of pain. So I was like, like that. And when you like close your eyes real tight, you have like tears that come down, but you're not crying. You're just pushing your fluid out, right?
Right, sure.
Well, they had me the little whatchamacallit glasses, and they saw like a little tear run down, and they were like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "You sure? Is it? I mean, it
Don't
looks
look
like you might be
like it."
crying." And I was like, "Crying? No, I'm fine. I mean, I was in pain a little bit, but I don't feel anything now. I'm numbed up. Go ahead and continue." She's like, "Okay, cool. Continue, wrap it up, everything like that, right? Get me up." That tear had dried, right? So now I'm walking through the dentist with dried tears, right? Walking by like little kids looking at me like,
Right.
that's
You
weird.
okay?
That's a grown man, a big grown man.
At
Crying.
that.
Yeah. And I get the thing. I don't realize it's there until I get in the car and look at the thing. I was like, oh, snap. Okay. Let me wipe that off. He's like, okay, wow, I can't feel nothing on my face, but that's okay. I'm going to work. Ain't gonna affect me. Right. Go up there, get to work, right? Walking around. They're like, hey, yo, what's good, yo? And I'm like, whoa. They're like, whoa.
You having a stroke?
Good,
Damn.
Yeah. Next thing you know, we have the I have someone important that I have to talk to. I have to talk to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, that goes on until about till we leave, and then that's Monday. So Monday was that. Tuesday through the rest of the week, it seemed to go fine until I got hicked up with information that I gave to that person that he apparently misunderstood. So now I'm back on Friday, and I was like, "Oh no, that's when my mouth was broken and I was crying." But we got that all squared away. So it was you know what? All in all, it was an okay week. Just
Can't complain.
Yeah,
You just can't complain. I hear that. Well, hopefully you was able to. That's probably the worst feelings in the world, by the way, is the numb mouth after a dentist. Like I'll be trying my best to like rub my jaw, like come on, please come back, because you can't. I can't stand when my lips and numb and all that. Pause, just in case. That's a just.
I'll tell you what's even worse is when you have an itch that's right underneath it and you just can't scratch it because you can't
find it.
So you just scratch it harder. And then what sucks if you have a beard, so you have like two layers. You have your beard and your skin between it that you can't reach, and you're
can't get to it. And you over there drooling, mouth like you had a
Can't
stroke.
keep the food in your mouth, literally.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, we have some fun in here and bring it back, and it's not affecting your tooth, man.
And also, by the way, I don't know if I told you guys already, but I did try Texas Pete, and I did try Sriracha for the first time. And
look at Austen.
Green peppers for the first time in my life. I gotta say, Texas
Coop's
Pete
stepping out the box with his manga, and look at Austen now,
bro. I gotta say, Texas Pete on some eggs. I don't know what I've been missing.
Texas
I'm gonna need y'all to send me some Texas Pete, dog.
We got it. It's already in the bottle. It's already boxed up. It's already boxed up.
Sriracha tastes great, and then that heat sneaks up on you later on, which I wasn't expecting because I was like, "Oh, this is fine." That's what like that.
Ain't nothing like sushi and sriracha. That's a deadly
I gotta try that. That sounds pretty good too.
Sushi, sriracha, and you dip a little bit of it in soy sauce. It's a deadly combination.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, compared to you guys, I'm willing to retry gravy now. So I'm willing to retry it. It's been years.
Yes, we're turning the corner, people.
Hey,
check out the early episodes in the podcast for you to understand what's going on. But for the people that's been listening and been keeping up with the episodes, y'all give Austen a big shout out in the comments below for trying some Texas.
He's embodying Project 23 right there, stepping out of the comfort zone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially since my colleagues at work found out because some of them were watching this as well, and they were like, "You haven't tried Texas Pete?
That's
the hell's wrong with you?"
See, I thought y'all was looking at me crazy. I remember he was like, "I ain't never heard of no Texas Pete."
That's some barbecue sauce.
Check. I think that's like episode 2 or 3. People go check it out. Give it a listen.
It's in the thumbnail. You'll see it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the fun part. Building and breaking down that backlog, people. We have some new kits that might have came in, or we take some kits out of the backlog that might be working on. I think I did both. Make it quick, right? So I took a kit out of the backlog. I'll let y'all know what that is in the what's cooking segment. But first up, building up this backlog when it comes to my manga. Y'all already know last week I let y'all know that I picked up Levius, because I watched the anime. I watched the first episode that they call him Levius.
Okay.
Pretty good. So I picked up books 2 and 3. Cover art looks dope, man, to be honest with you. Looks pretty good. 2 and 3. I made an executive decision. I was talking to the homie CD, and I was like, man, I want that Dari blade. And saw it at Hobby Town when they just got the order in. They had like 15 of them or something like that. They had a massive amount of Dari blades. And that's the red one from Witch from Mercury, Ghoul's Dari blade. And I said, for $25, do I get this? Or I found another kit. And I was like, I didn't know about this one. And this one is $16. So I said, I made the executive decision. I said, I'm going to get this kit for 16 and then order Levi's book 3 so I can have 2 and 3 and skip out on a Dari blade. And that kit, it's a high grade, obviously, for that price, right? Is the GM custom from 83. I figured
you can tell what Coop is watching by what he buys.
Absolutely. And that's the scary part. And I told y'all that. Like, I'm like, I want to watch Seed. I want to mess around and buy some kits. But I figured that I could pair this guy up with the full burner that I got a couple weeks ago, or the last episode I showed y'all, the full burner RG. And this is going to be the first kit that I'll practice on scribing. So I'm going to get a scribing set, and I want to scribe this, paint this, and pair it with the full burner, real great. This is crazy because I went to Hobbytown yesterday. They had 4 or 5 of these in on Thursday. All of them sold out by Saturday. So, because I wanted to get 3, a total of 4.
Damn.
Because this was his lieutenant's GM,
Right.
and then the other 3 boys as well. Not his boy Keith, but the other 3. So it'd be dope to have that as a squad, but I'll just do him and his lieutenant. But that's it when it comes to building up the backlog. So Levi's book 2 and 3, and high grade GM custom from 83. Stardust Memories.
Dope.
Slowly grown on me. Good series. It's a good series. Stardust Memories is good. I ain't gonna lie.
What's that hum about over there, Austin? What's that?
I mean,
you knocked that out. You knocked that out your top 5. You knocked that out your top 5.
Quick, fast, and hurry.
I did for a reason.
I'm almost there. I got one more episode left. I'm saving it for like a good. I don't know. At first, I was like, I want to save it for when I get to work and I can just sit down and chill out and wait. Might save it for like the big screen TV. Watch it.
Well, if you liked it this far, you're probably gonna like the last episode. I think it'll be over. Yeah, it'll be pretty much fine because you're over the main hurdles that I had with it. So
it's pretty dope series. Granted, 3 Gundams, 1 pilot. God damn. But I guess what you got, CD?
13 episodes, dog. In 13 episodes, he went through 3 of them. I mean, shit, we can't say nothing. That's like Ghoul too, right? In Witcher Mercury, how many suits is he?
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Ghoul ran through.
The difference is you feel bad for Ghoul for the other for whatever
Kai. For that last one.
Kai, you're just like, dude, come on.
How lucky can you be?
Right.
Like 30% of the budget is your suits.
Literally, and he just
keeps wrecking shop. You want to try your buddy? Your buddy is a good pilot too, ain't he?
Oh, he's tough. He's tough. I didn't grab too much this week, guys. I actually just got a book, like not a manga, not a manhwa, an actual book. Cabin at the End of the World. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for the Knock at the Cabin. Came out on Friday with Dave Bautista.
Okay, yeah.
So it's based on this book.
Oh shit!
So 2 dads and their daughter take a trip to New Hampshire to this secluded cabin. The girl sees Dave Bautista coming through the woods. He makes friends, and then he busts into their house and ties them down, letting them know that, hey, you guys have to sacrifice one of you guys to save the fate of the world. And this is what the book's about. So Chloe was actually she was the one that showed me the trailer, and I was like, bro, why do you know this? But YouTube for kids. So I was looking into it, and I was, there's a book, and I've been on a reading kick, whether it be manga, manhwa, just anything like. So I picked this up off Amazon, $14 next day. Crazy thing about it, it's not a super long book. I want to say it's only like 650 pages. So I can probably sit down and read this in like maybe a day or 2. So this is all I got, honestly. Kept it light. I'm trying to keep my pockets light, man. Chloe's birthday's coming up. So keeping it light. How about you, Austin?
Well, I'm not keeping it light. I decided to go to Hobbytown. I think I saw your post, Coop, on the Facebook page about getting restock. So right after work, zoomed right over. Yep, I was dodging traffic left and right, and it was the first day. It was the first day of the month or second day of the month, so the police were out like crazy. How to get my boy, the one I've been waiting for this whole time. That would be the Frack. I have been waiting for it for so long, and I realized why I like it so much. The main designer of this suit was the guy who helped design all the units for the Armor Core video game. So all the suit looks like it belongs in Armor Core, and that's why I was like, "Oh, that's." I
thought that was a Dari blade.
No, he did. He designed the Dari blade by himself. The Farak he designed with someone else and him. So it's Armor Core mixed with something else, and the Dari blade's mostly just Armor Core. Which, by the way, a new Armor Core game is coming out. So
shout out to Kenneth for that. He told me about that. I looked at the trailer. I was like, "That looks sick."
Tough.
Yeah, it looks tough for a Mac game.
Have you ever played
No,
Armored Core?
no, I haven't.
Yes,
It's
a long time ago.
Dark Souls, but with mechs.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Ready to die. And then I picked up another kit.
Choo choo.
Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer. Yeah,
Let's
I
just-
decided. Go ahead.
Let's just throw out the fact that Austen said no more high grades.
You know what? I was thinking that the whole time when I picked this up. I was like, man, I said I didn't want the high grades, but I really do want these. So that's now 3 high grades in 2 weeks. So I think
That's the one thing about this pod, man. Like it's literally keeping our receipts for us.
Yeah.
Right. So we're like, all right, cool. But Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer, I was like, I'm liking her more than I'm liking the suit too. I like the legs and everything. So I'm gonna pick that up. Probably just gonna do a snap together for that one. And then I picked up an accessory kit that I'm gonna use for my 30-minute mission sisters. That's gonna be engines in the fuel tanks.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so this little expansion pack, if you have the shields already, you can I think it's right there. Yeah, right there. You can see you can add the shield pack with the booster pack and the fuel tanks to make like kind of a giant, thruster, etc. Expansion. So that's what all my pickups were for this week.
Damn.
And, yeah. So, I mean, I might be going back there today or tomorrow to pick up something else that might just came in. So we'll find out later.
Any pump fakes?
I'm not picking up the Unleash, not now. I have to get a coupon or a discount or something for that. That's gonna
I
be
pump faked on the Unleash.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It was $85 off too.
Oh,
that's all right.
$225 shipped, which is like crazy deal.
That's a crazy discount.
Yeah. Pump fakes to that. I'm kind of this extra GM custom, thinking that it's gonna sit. To be honest with you, they had 5 of them in there, and they was like, "Oh, this is gonna sit." Went in there yesterday, and it was like all gone, and still there was, I think there was only like 4 racks and like 5, 6 of Dari blades, but that's about it. Yesterday they did have a weathering demonstration from the local guys from IPMS. Found out a new technique. We can kind of break that into what's cooking, right? We're gonna what we have cooking, what progress we're working on, our kits, our photos, our figures. Like I said before, earlier, I did break out a kit from the backlog because I am finished with my girl here. So we finished up the Shadow
First girl kit down.
First girl kit down. Shout out to Austen. It was a pain, but we made it through. I do enjoy this kit. Gonna have some photos, working on taking some photos now. I might have one and gonna take some more photos. Right. So we have completed almost everything. I got the water slides left, and she does have like a great sword that you could take off, but it requires you to take off like this backpack, and you can put the great sword sheath on it. So shout out to Austen, man. It's like he's like looking at it like kids grow up, man. I appreciate it. So we have the Shadow Hunter from the AT Attack Girl series. So I said, you know what? There's no point of waiting around, sitting down. So I broke out the sister and started working on her as well. And we have the Raiden hat as well. So gotta find out what her name is. She's not the Shadow Hunter.
Yeah, it's something like
she has it right now. I'm looking at it too. It doesn't actually have a. It's just the JW6059.
Yep.
Which she's not that bad. I wish the magnets were a little bit stronger, and the hat might be able to like enforce that with like some tack or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's simple builds, man. Knowing that, I already built one, know what's coming up next. So got the arms and the legs and the weapons, and she'll be paired with her sister for a potential rivalry down the line. Y'all see that coming in the future episodes.
Tune in next time.
Exactly. Figure wise, those two figures, photos. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get some more photos of this Shadow Hunter without her sister, and finish book 1 and episode 1 of Levias. So that's what I have cooking. I have book 2 cooking, and Project 23 is almost in a full head of steam, man. For me, I just gotta get working on the Exia Master Grade. It's ready to go, but life.
Yep.
Life.
Austen, brother, what you got working on? What you got cooking?
Well, I've been on kind of a snap it up now, get it ready now tirade because as most people know, I rattle can. I don't have an airbrush station, so I have to wait until the weather is warm enough for me to paint. And unfortunately, it's been pretty cold recently. I think yesterday it was at 26 degrees.
High.
So, I mean, there's no point in even attempting that. That's going to just ruin your paint. So I've been more on a, let's build it now. Let's do all the details. Let's scribe it up now so that when it is warm enough, I can prime it and it'll be ready to go come springtime or when the weather starts getting warmer. So I decided to go ahead and just snap up the Jagan Master Grade. So that's all snapped up. I said, okay, we'll just snap it all up. I'm going to do the scribing and weathering on it later. And for the Gym Custom, the scribing on that is finished on the main torso. I have it over there. Actually, I can grab it real quick. 1 second.
This is the Gym Custom?
I'm sorry, not Gym Custom. The Rigazy Custom.
Rigazy?
Oh, I'm about to say that you got a damn Gym Custom after I done got that damn high grade?
Nah. If I do get a Gym Custom, it's going to be the Master Grade one because
of course.
Because you know me. But
that's what he says as he buys high grades.
I don't know how well you can see it on camera either. But that's been scribed up and cut up. Let me see if a camera can focus in on some of the parts there. Boop. There we go. So if you
I see it.
Yeah, there's some scribing, there's some cutting there, and underneath as well. So there's going to be some primer and paint. There's going to be a lot of stuff separated from it. So I'm my game plan as of now is let's snap what I can up now. Let's scribe what I can. So when it is warmer, when I have an opportunity, it's going to be a priming day. And I mean, today is 53 degrees, so I could technically do it and hope for the best, but what's the point?
I hope, yeah. It's a couple of weeks to get going.
For the full armor, I have all the white parts already primed up with white primer. They just need white paint and gray paint over the yellow bits, and then that'll be done. Because full right now, armor. That's full armor mastery.
That's right.
That's all he's missing. That's all he's missing. And when that's done, he's good.
Should have been there yesterday, man, for that weathering demonstration that they put on. They had a lot of like tanks, obviously, and stuff. But I asked them about chipping, right? I was like, what's some good chipping techniques? He told me hairspray. Hairspray. This is coming from a guy who's been weathering kits since like he's an older guy. IPMS guy. So I said hairspray. I said the same thing. He said a hairspray does something where when water it activates some type of like, I don't know, you just gonna have to YouTube it, but it's basically you prime. So he used a tank as an example. He used the mahogany brown as primer, right? Mr. Primer, Mr. Surface mahogany brown. Then you hit it with some Tresemme hairspray. Don't like soak it, but get it damp, but don't soak it. Let that dry. Hit it with the color you want, right? So the green. And then you take a wet paintbrush after everything's dry, no matter what paint you use, and go touch the areas where you want chipped. And somehow that activates the hairspray and it makes it look chipped. I'm going to do some YouTube research on this.
It's on YouTube. I've seen a couple of older. It's an older technique in the hobby for sure.
A older technique. When he told me that, I was like, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. But like pigment, and it was a pretty good demonstration. And I try to show him a couple like my ground units and stuff like that. I didn't bring it with me. I should have, but I showed him pictures and gave me good tips and stuff like that. Splatting techniques and wear rust, multicolored rust and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
Huh. I have to look that up. This is
yeah.
interesting.
Exactly.
Imagine hairspray.
I'm assuming, what is that called? Like not gatekeeping over here, man. Isn't that
Not
what it's called?
gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping is it when you're holding technique. We're not gatekeeping over here, people.
Yeah, it's free. Please, well, come in, learn all that you can. We're open book.
Hey, CD, what you got, man? What you working on?
Finished up the Ifrit. Fucking finally.
Mhm.
So
Amazing.
there's no more left. Finally off the desk. What I'm currently working on is this. My favorite kit ever. So I have special plans with this. I'll just say that there's 2 for a reason. So be on the lookout for that. Some scribing, some color changing, some plot play maybe. I'm trying to show my ass on this as they today. So
at this point, fellas, do y'all want it? We could do a live build for people on Spotify. You're gonna have to just come over to YouTube. We're gonna do a live like workshop scribing because my bad for cutting you off, CD. Now that I got this GM custom and I want to do some scribing on it, like I have so much questions for y'all. Like
we have a scribing workshop.
Because it's like, is it best to just put it together? I see Austen put the whole thing together and it was like, I want to scribe. It's probably best to do it that way, I'm assuming, besides doing it piece by piece. Obviously, it varies. Yes, people, we know.
You put it together so you can see what the whole thing will look like.
Yeah.
Some people scribe. Do you prime first and then scribe, or do you scribe and then prime?
I scribe first and then I prime because I'm going to scribe. I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to see how it looks with the primer on, and then if not, I'll just scribe with the primer and then sand it and prime again.
See, I'm trying to get like this.
I usually scribe that way, but I started priming and I feel like I get a better grip on my chisel.
Yeah, I try to limit my mistakes as much as possible because the problem with rattle can is that I'm carpet bombing, not precision striking. So the layer that I'm leaving of paint on my surface is a lot more. So I have to scribe even a little bit deeper than most because the amount of paint that's going to fill it is pretty high. So.
See, this is what we need. This is what I need. I don't know what we need. I do have something coming in the mail that's going to help me out, but I'm not there yet. So small steps, but we'll definitely get like because dog, I really want to go crazy scribing on this daggone GM custom. I want to. I want this to look like
I said, dog. Just start rescribing the lines that are on the kit, and then you'll start to see like a flow of that shit. And then like I said, on Pinterest. Pinterest was your best friend. I sent Coop some stuff of they have like these little boards of different scribing lines and different panels. And I just copied those.
Matter of fact, on New Type, they sell a little metal decal that has different scribing variants in it. That also you can even like have grid patterns if you want to scribe with that, like make a grid pattern. Yeah.
Send me that link, please.
All right, we'll
don't gatekeep.
Yeah, I would say MadWork even has tracers that you can like scribe out.
I need that. And it's okay. I gotta crawl before I walk, people. I'm not about to sprint off this thing. You ain't about to see me waste $16. Which you theoretically, well, neither here nor there. My bad, CD. Go ahead. E-Freak looks crazy.
I appreciate you, dog. That was 3 months of work I put into them damn E-Freaks, and I'm so happy to be able to clean my desk. There's nothing better than like finishing a project and seeing what the fuck your desk looks like and then cleaning it off.
Absolutely,
my shit has been in turmoil. Except for that video I sent you guys. Besides that was like the one day it was clean. Other than that, it's been a mess. So finally finishing that up and like setting it off to the side to take to that hobby show. But yeah, now I'm back to these shillongs. It's a wrap.
And people out there in Spotify and YouTube land, somebody send CD this triple action bass, that P Bandai exclusive triple action bass.
It's 60.
It's on eBay right now for like 60 something.
Man, you missed it. It was at Hobbytown on Zaku Day. Somebody brought one.
What?
And he had his own black TriStar real grades, and he put all of them on there. Yep.
$60 for an action base. $60.
Yep.
Where's the third party one
at? Somebody.
That's a good question. Where is the third party one?
Somebody.
Somebody
must have had one. There ain't no way. I know someone backdoored a scheme for the triple action base because I need it.
I bet Kodo built one.
I do have something on the way that I want to get started on. I'm not gonna say what. I'll surprise you guys with it. I'll just pop up, So we'll see.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever talked about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely Project 23. Definitely out of my scope of what I usually go for, but I'm excited for it. So look out for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We on our way, man. That's exciting. Exciting. I'm scribing, picking up random manga. CD got some stuff that we don't know about. Austin's trying hot sauce. Man, we're not gatekeeping. Man,
right.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on, man. So let's talk about what is new. People, we got the announcement. I don't know if y'all been living under a rock for the last, I don't know, 4 days. Y'all see that the Death Scythe Hell
is here.
It's here, baby.
It's here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a minute. Everybody's been waiting, and next thing you know, it's now finally here. And we have it right here. I have it right here for you.
Try to get it up right now.
I have it right here if you want to take a look at it.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
There we go.
And there he is. The Death Scythe Hell from Gundam Wing After Colony Season 2, P Bandai exclusive. So everybody get ready for that. I told myself minimum of 2, but debating on not even getting it.
Really?
Wow.
As a Wing stand, I'll be the only reason to get it would be collector's item because I have the metal build figure, not the master grade, the robot spirit metal figure.
Yeah,
it does everything this thing does.
Yeah, that's no excuse.
Yeah, you're right. I'll probably get it.
Don't talk it.
Yeah, I'm ODing. Okay, maybe just one.
Just one. Yeah, just one. Just keep it on the shelf and as a collector's piece. And
looks, yeah.
I mean, that's why you get 2 because
you want to build it,
right?
Yeah, so 2. All right, minimum 2. We're back in business.
Yeah.
We're back.
They just went from 0 to 2 like that.
Yeah. We're back in business. So, I seen these pictures and talked to Marvin. Shout out to him at Hobbytown. This is different from the live lance. So the people that are sitting at home thinking, "Oh, I'll just do the live lance." This is different from the live lance that came out. We have a different, I think, a crest. Obviously, it's a different crest. And I don't think the live lance actually comes with the beam sabers or the shield.
No, I don't different whole design too of like the cloak.
Yeah, is it this? Yeah, it is because people started speculating this a long time ago. We knew this was coming because on the live lance, if you look at the runner, it does say Death Scythe Hell high grade.
Yep.
So they already started working on this. It was just only a matter of time. Kind of disappointed. I understand why Bandai, but kind of disappointed we didn't get this in a double pack with Ultron. I get it.
Why?
Well, I get it. I mean, in a show, they gave it to us both in a double pack, but it would have been nice for you to maybe when the Ultron comes out, re-release it in a double pack. That'd be nice. I will buy that collector's item with both of them on the cover.
Man. ETA on the Ultron? Or are we gonna say like
damn, Death Scythe was Death Scythe the 2021 release?
So it took what?
2 years?
So you had to wait another 2.
You're gonna have to wait another 2, dog.
2025.
And I'm in full agreement, and nobody can change my mind. It goes off of the figures, I promise you. They dropped that metal built figure, and this came out. Ultron is the next metal built figure. So
you're right. It could be right around the corner.
Could be right around the corner. I mean, they announced the metal build figure.
We're not getting it for a year.
Yeah, we probably not. We're not. But they already gave us the Gundam Universe Shenlong, and then a couple weeks later, they gave us the high grade. So we got the Ultron metal build figure, which already pre-ordered through P Bandai, and so hopefully,
could we see a high grade Toggies?
Oh yeah, because the Leo's out. That is pretty much.
I don't think so. I was talking to Marvin about this. Probably a re-release of the TV animation of Real Grade. RG, yeah. They'll probably re-release it to the real grade.
Yeah, because the real grade is so good that they'll probably question what's the point of making a high grade.
Yeah, and then, to be honest with you,
wing grunt
they already,
suits.
they already gave you Wing Gundam in 2016. So if they wanted you to pair Wing Gundam with Targi's real grade, I mean Targi's high grade, they should have been gave you to you, to be honest with you. Because I figured that they would do that.
High grade Serpent then.
High grade Serpent?
Mm-hmm. Or high grades
Targi. Let's see.
Taurus.
Taurus? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Taurus.
They already gave you the double. They gave you the double gun and the high grade P Bandai Heavy Arms Kai.
Mm-hmm.
So they could. I guess they could.
I'm thinking of polycap arrangement or joint arrangement.
Only thing I could think of is they haven't given us Endless Waltz after Colony High Grades. That would be the first of that line. So they already gave us a boatload of
the old ass Serpent. They could just revive that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no Endless Waltz high grades. New Endless Waltz high grades.
And for the Serpent, they could just do another full mechanics for because
I'll take
killing it with full mechanics.
I'll take
it with the Serpent.
I mean, yeah,
full mechanics Serpent. I'd take.
Y'all take it. Also, try to be funny. Austen would get a full mechanic Serpent.
Hell yeah, I would.
For 35.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would.
And it'll look just as good as a master grade.
No, because after I'm done with it. After I'm done with it.
After that.
I mean, I'm still amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna make it better. Because other people think that it's just buying it and it's no work for them. They're the people who are kind of silly. Yeah.
And you only got it for 35?
35.
You got it for the price of a Moon Gundam?
Ooh. The Moon Gundam? Yeah, the Moon Gundam.
About $35, $37. You get a full mechanic Serpent for the price of that? Master grade line, you're looking at 60. You're looking at 60 for the master grade line.
I would still pick it up for 62, to be 100% honest with you. The Serpent is one of my favorite.
Master grade Serpent is like, it'd be a $50 master grade, I think.
No, would it?
No.
It'll be the price of a Dom. It'll be the price of the Dom.
It'll be $70.
It'll be about as big as the Dom.
No, it'll be $70, dude. It's going to be $70, or it's going to be P Bandai with like another $20 expansion pack for all the weapons.
I was going to say
because you can they're only going to give you one Gatling gun with it. Yeah. If they give you two, it's going to be 70. And if they give you the missile pack or the heavy beam cannon, that's going to be P Bandai. Or if they throw it in there, that's $80 right there.
Keep that shit then.
Full mechanic, you get it for 35.
But the full mechanics gonna have no posable. It's not like
what you wanted to do. It's not gonna. Yeah,
the missile pack's not opening.
It'll open. Can't turn. There's no articulation. It goes like this when
the missile pack will open. It might not be individual.
The missile pack is not opening on
yes, it would, yo. If they did the missile pack will open, it'll just look like the high grade. You just have to go in there with your fine color.
The full mechanics are allowed one unique and redefining gimmick per kit. The Raider had the Mjolnir where you throw it out and it wraps its cord will wrap itself back around, right? The Calamity has just the open part so it can link to the Raider. For the Serpent, it would be literally just.
What? It'll probably be a cable to the back. It'll probably be a cable to the Hyper Bazooka on the back. It'll probably be
that's what
I mean. I mean, it's a grunt suit, people. There's not no antagonist suit. What you wanted to do?
I wanted
atmosphere entry. Come on now. You wanted to? I know. P Bandai exclusive master grade give you a parachute.
If the cockpit don't open, I don't fucking want it. God,
she says the guy who probably already has the area already pre-ordered. This is coming from people that's going to get.
I'm telling you, I don't pre-order nothing no more. I'm done pre-ordering anything.
Y'all are going to get pre-order Ariel just because I think the master grade of it is going to be sometime soon. So I'm like, I'll wait for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that thing's sitting up at Hobby Town for 45, and you're like, just looks good.
It's going to stay right there. It's going to stay right. I've looked at all the master grades I went up there. I walked right by.
It's going to have its first, the first run batch is going to let you use the stand that gives you the bits.
Bottom box.
Full mechanic. Full mechanics ain't
I'll buy
now.
a perfect grade Unleashed or the perfect grade stray red frame that's there before I get that.
Damn,
Anywho,
not the red frame.
Anywho,
not the red frame. The red frame's dope.
It is
dope. Painted black though.
It does
all
look
black.
dope. But this is a cop for y'all.
No.
Damn.
I wasn't a fan of the live Lance Heaven. I'm not really a fan of the second series. The only wing kits that I like are usually Endless Waltz stuff. So the designs wise, at least the only wing kits I like are Endless Waltz and the Leo and the Ares. And that's about it. That's the only ones I usually buy. So this is a skip for me.
And we appreciate your
Austen,
service.
if you're on P Bandai, we appreciate you trying to get it for us. So
no, it's all right. We appreciate your service with the podcast, man. It's been a hell of a run. But I understand that.
This is a good idea. Now I just bash wing all day.
I understand that though. Like I said, I guess I get two, man. I'll get two. And we'll see. One is inbox. This is what made me love the Death Scythe when I was a kid. The Death Scythe Hell. With the cloak, that scene. You already know what scene I'm talking about. When it hit it,
turns around.
Yeah, scared.
It's like I'm so fucked.
So if you've ever seen a mobile suit look scared, look for this. Yeah, this shit
exactly
embodied a scared suit.
But I was a big fan of the heavy arms when I first started watching Gundam Wing, and then it changed to Death Scythe, Hell, and Duo. Duo was my favorite, but heavy arms was always my favorite Gundam in that series. And then when Duo got this, I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So other than that, I think we also got some other new stuff. We got some announcements or box art. We finally got the box art of the new Witch from Mercury kits with the rebuild.
I have it right here for you.
All right, appreciate it. My man Austin's always on it. We got the rebuild of the Ariel, and I don't know about y'all, but y'all already saw the memes for this, right?
Yeah,
this box art.
If you look very closely, ladies and gentlemen, you can see a
floating hand, dog. They got a floating hand. The floating arm in the box art. This is probably going to be another cop for me. I do like the way this looks. It does give it a 83 look, so I'll probably pick it up. I looked at the other kits, like the Dari Blade and the Farak the other day. What is your opinion, Austin, since you got it right there? And CD, yours too. How difficult you think it's going to be to not use stickers? Is this a kit that's you just going to have to suck it up and use stickers? It's going to be a lot of math, because look at the even if you look at the Farak and the Dari Blade, that those thighs on the inside, you have to use stickers, man. You just have to.
No. The stickers that come with it are amazing though. Like it's not a sticker. Almost sticker. Like molded on. No, let me.
The 3D are those 3D jewel stickers?
No. So for the Lafrif, for example, let me see.
It's like a part. It's already comes. You get 2 options for. I'm trying to think. Where's my Alec?
So for the kit, they're probably going to use the 3D molded in hyper reflective, already pre-built, or pre-molded in decals, which are like these on the Lafrif. Yeah, you look closely on the Lafrif. This is not a sticker. This is actually just a piece. So this is just a piece, one single piece. If I take it off and look and turn it upside down, you can actually it will actually just be there. So I'm guessing for all these other red parts, you have the option of the clear version of it, or the built-in molded one that they're going to throw in there with it. So it's not going to be too difficult. The only issue I see then, but might be a sticker, are going to be these black and green parts right here on the shoulder, or these green little indicators here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a Gundam marker away from being colored in.
Yeah, that's not an issue. And then the rest of it's going to be panel lining heaven, and also the gray parts back here. You're probably got the panel line or paint those. Yeah. Yeah. And besides that, it looks like it's going to be pretty.
The one thing about these kids, I like it's majority part separated, like color separated. So I feel like they took that into consideration when they were making these kits. Like, hey, let's build these kits up so they don't have to go out of their way and go paint this stuff.
Yeah. Question for y'all.
Curio.
Stickers matter anymore? I know that we're on the level where we're painting stuff like that, but if you find out a kit is sticker heavy, that keep you away. I think the severity of the sticker, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that now I'm so used to just painting the parts. Like the Toads Ritter is probably like the hardest kit because there's a lot of stickers involved. But because I painted, you're right. It's going to be the severity of stickers. If the stickers are like 80% of what makes the kit looking the way it is, that means how much more work I have to put in painting to make it match that. Then yeah, I probably would sometimes avoid it. But like there are some kits that it's so sticker heavy, like the F91P Bandai version that's in Build Fighters. That sticker sheet's like the size of the box.
Sheesh.
And like it's a ridiculous amount of painting you would have to do because Bandai for some reason molded it in only 3 colors when there's like 17 represented. So so or like 5 in certain areas. So
we're using stickers on kits though now.
No, I don't think the severity of stickers is the kind of stickers or like what the stickers are for. Sometimes like if it's like a weird shaped crest, that's too much masking to do, like or having to enamel wash stuff like that. I don't at this point. I'm gonna paint it whatever color I want. So
yeah,
I've already been through masking hell. So at this point, I don't mind sitting and masking. But I think if it's a hard shape, like a weird shaped part that would be too hard to mask, then I think
I put the sticker up there.
Yeah. No, I won't even put the sticker. I wouldn't even get the kit.
You won't even get the kit.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess it's not bad. I'm looking at this GM custom. I know we're going off a tangent again, but who cares? This is the sticker sheet. It doesn't look that bad, but I was just thinking, I was like, oh, that's nothing. But when it comes down to stickers, I'm so worried about getting these Witch for Mercury kits because of crazy stickers or whatever the case may be.
Like, I've seen on kits for the Farak. It's tiny. Yeah. The Farak, it's pretty small because all you have is and you don't even have to use them because they're only for the red parts that's inside there, right? So it's only for those red parts inside the kit. I
was looking for my aerial Gundam, but Coop, I put it in the box for you. So you have an aerial Gundam.
What?
Gundam for you. Yep.
Oh man, thanks, man.
So you can be a believer.
Give it to somebody who doesn't even like the show.
Hey, I'm getting this one. I know. Come on now, I'm gonna try it out. I got the Ghouls Delanza.
Yeah,
I was on this kit, but
what'd you say?
What's up?
This is no.
I was on this kit, but I don't think I'm gonna grab it anymore.
The box art alone should make you want to grab it. Not the
it looks cool, but I don't think it's just not appealing to me. I like the way it looks, but it wouldn't be a fun build and paint for me. I don't think. I just don't feel the motivation.
If I do get this, and this is an if, because I do like the design, but I kind of like it in motion more than it is standing. And that's kind of the issue I had with these Witch of Mercury kits. All of them look fantastic in motion. When they're just standing, they don't look as good. I've realized that. Yeah. I've brought that up since day one when I saw the first images of the aerial. And with the Lefrif, it's a little bit... That's why I said the Lefrif is better for posing and just standing cases because it has a lot more going on. But the Lefrif, the aerial, the Farak, in action sequences, they look great in movement. But when they're just standing around, you can start to see some odd simplicity, some weird shapes going on, especially with this torso. This torso is just not doing it for me. It's too smooth compared to the aerial's complexity. And then the aerial has more complexity up top, and I don't know. This goes back to the box and ovals compared to the aerial's triangles and boxes. Yeah. So
it's like a face. You see the eye and the mouth.
Yeah. It's a Gurren Lagann type of face here, which you can never unsee. So yeah,
it's stuck now.
in the
But that's
thighs
the whole point. We better than that, though, Austin.
round.
We better than
This is
we
ovals,
posing.
squares, and now we've gone from triangles to squares to now ovals and squares, and it's just I don't know. That's why I like the seed kits. They're squares to rectangles. Everything's boxy and works. That's why I like the seed kits. They're squares to rectangles.
Yeah,
So,
I'm past.
and then if they do add triangles,
But
they're
we
usually on the
pose. But we pose our kids.
we do pose our kits, right? We do. It's
You
just
gonna put?
that,
I saw that daggone Zaku warrior. It won't standing straight up.
It wasn't standing
case. That thing
Right.
poses up on it. Daggone. Come on, man.
I know, but I mean, it's just I don't know. There's some, but I'm still
Coop
probably
about to
gonna.
mess around and have the whole collection of Witch and Mercury kits now.
Nah, yeah, I'm not doing all of that now.
He's gonna be looking at me like, Austin, I thought you said you're gonna. Yeah, you ain't gonna get that full mechanics aerial. Like, Coop, you bought like 3 of them. I don't know why you even upset about that.
But we got the box art. It looks dope. I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna do the same color scheme. I know. Just not doing
That's
nothing
all right, Coop.
different.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And with you, look, you gonna get it. Look, CD's gonna get it after the G reworks come out. He's gonna see the picture of the G reworks. He's like, I fuck right on it.
You're gonna see how Ghost makes it, and you're gonna be like, okay, I got it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I'm getting
That's
it. That was me with the Dari blade. I was like,
Once you see that flat color on there, and you're like,
oh,
yeah,
I saw what Ghost did to this, and I was like, okay, my turn.
right.
golly, dude is amazing. But that's it for what's new. Let us know in the comments what y'all excited about. Are y'all excited about for these new Witch for Mercury kits? Are y'all like everybody else other than Austin is going to pick up Pete Bandai? I don't even should have to even ask if who's not going to. It's going to at this point is who's not picking up. And Austin is only one. Only one person that's not picking up the Death Scythe Hell from Pete Bandai when it drops. Hopefully that opens up the real grade Toggies 2 and Toggies 1 TV animation. I'm not worried about the TV animation Toggies 1. I am worried about that Toggies 2. I need 2 of them. For the homie trays, I need 2. But let's roll into that. Hold that thought, man. Hold that thought. So, people, I don't know, man. This is a weird situation. And of course, this would be in the home area of Austin and myself. A coach fired after 22 years. Old assistant girls basketball coach impersonates a 13-year-old. So, a 22-year-old girl, if y'all watching on if y'all are watching on YouTube, the segment is running of that's her right there, like who
Not
just
the Ed one.
Yeah, this is up in the block shot. Like,
look how tall she is compared to everyone else.
It was. She's
on.
reliving her. Like, this is like her glory right here. She's like, oh my god.
757. We got to do better. We got to do better. I mean, you can. This is stuff that like I played high school football, right? Played at a high level for a high program. And this is stuff you dream about, like, oh, afterwards, you graduate 19 years old. Like, man, I just had a dream I was back at playing high school ball again. She turned her dream into reality. I hear you. I hear you over there. How? And look at the score. They're losing. She's Churchland. They're losing.
She should have had 75.
Even with her help.
I'll look. At this point, my thing is like, what do you do? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Like,
I'll tell you.
Who sat up there and thought?
I'll tell you. The parent who put his kid in, that 13-year-old football player, but that 13-year-old football player had a 5 o'clock shadow. Looked like he had 2 mortgages to pay. Credit card debt. Was walking off the field. And somebody saw that and said, "Well, shoot, all you have to do is be short. I can
That's
get in
it.
there."
And that's
Oh
not
my!
even like the wild, like then you would think, you know what, that's the wildest thing I heard in a long time. Correction. Newsflash, people.
Hey,
There was a
this chill is
balloon,
crazy too.
a Chinese balloon
Spy balloon.
floating over a spy balloon, apparently floating over America. When I first heard this story, it was over Montana. The other day, it said it was above the East Carolinas.
Yep.
How does it go that far? How do I really look? This is when I sit down with the people at home and say, look, or the people in the military, whoever, Pentagon, we shooting these people as soon as they get out of their car. We're shooting Americans, hands up, bye. We're shooting Americans as soon as they get out of their car. Y'all wait to shoot a balloon?
So I could add context to that.
Make it make sense, Austin.
Okay,
because that's what the guy at the Pentagon would tell me. I can add context to this. Hold on.
One, they were afraid that if the satellite came down the ground, it would kill somebody, or if it crashed, if they shot it down. But I think
Montana.
I think that's a feint. I think the real reason they left it up there was because it gave them the chance to study and get intelligent information off the balloon itself. So the balloon was holding panels with spy equipment and whatnot. So the Air Force were flying an RC-135 and an EC-135 or whatever one of those, two of the electronic warfare aircraft, doing circling patterns around them and just picking off information off of it. So you can study the balloon, right? And apparently it was a powered balloon. So it wasn't just free floating up there. It had its own propulsion. It had a propeller and stabilizing, so it can actually turn and correct its path. It can't probably turn around, right? But it kept going. So once it got over the U.S. and it went to where it was, and they were done collecting information, they wait for it to get over the ocean because then they can claim that way they know it's not going to kill anybody. They send up an F-22 Raptor, a $100 million fifth generation stealth fighter jet, armed with an AIM-9X, which is an IR seeking missile with 0 warheads, destroyed the sat, so it wouldn't blow up. And they went up there and shot it down. And fun fact, they named the call sign of the F-22 Raptor Frank, which is a shout out to the World War I pilot, who was Frank. I forgot his full name, but he destroyed a lot of German reconnaissance balloons. But yeah, so yeah, they that's I think that's the reason we were waiting for so long.
I know some guys right now, if it would have floated over Newport News, they would have shot it down for free.
Oh yeah.
If that thing would have flew over a certain part of Newport News and the government said, hey, if you live in this area, 36th Street and below, aim high.
They
would have ran
out there, huh?
If you have a rifle that could reach 65,000 feet, by all means, have at it.
They would have tried. I'd be damned if they wouldn't have tried, man. First person to shoot it down. That's wild, though, man. We're in Montana. Like you said, it's a feint. Took too long to put it down. Should have put it down the moment it crossed over, man. They would have put it down for us. This is a crazy story, wild story. This just shows you where we at in America.
And the Chinese apparently were pissed that we shot it down.
Right.
They were like, that was our balloon.
Let's get information. Let's get some intel off of a balloon. But let this man turn this corner in the wrong way. We don't need ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. Sheesh, that mentality goes out of the way for a balloon. It's thrown out the window for a balloon. For me and anybody that might look like me, it's that. It's sickening. Let us know, people, in the comments. Should we have shot this down earlier or gathered the intel? And which story y'all think is wilder? The girl basketball coach who's playing, or this story? God,
I mean, would you go back and hoop if you could? If you looked like you were 17, and
it would be. Hey, look, I thought about, like, I'm not saying thought about it, but yeah, I mean it's easy when it's football, right?
Across everybody's.
Because I put it on a helmet. Yeah,
man. After my first and second surgery in football, and then shortly trying at college level, I learned very quickly this ain't for me.
No, I understand that, dog. I think CD would. You, if it,
I mean, Chloe was at a
I'm
game
not
the other
doing it
day,
at
and I was
30.
handling the rock. I was like, damn, I get out here and go dunk on these little kids. Let me stop.
Damn. Come on, man.
Okay.
But that's the Hold That Thought segment. Again, let us know in the comments below which story you think is wild, and do y'all think that we should have shot that down earlier or gathered the intel? But anyway, this is the fun part. This is Black History Month, February Black History Month. It's always been a touchy subject for me, Black History Month, due to the fact of, one, we have the shortest month, and I don't think that we need a month, but I understand why we have a month. And if you take it away, it might not even be a whole lot to show. So
technically, it should be every month.
Yeah,
it should be. We shouldn't be regulated to the time. You should
absolutely.
Everybody knows the history of America, and just learn it throughout. So
we're gonna talk some Black history stuff. What is y'all favorite Black cultural movie? CD, what's your favorite Black cultural movie? The movie that you see that it's like, you know what? I could watch that all the time. I know the words. What do you think?
It would probably have to be. This is RIP to my Uncle Mike. He was a big important person in my life. Actually has a tattoo on me. Every time I would see him, he'd always have some type of Friday after next on. So I grew up watching any of those with him. So that's like ingrained in my memory. Boys in the Hood. That was my Uncle Mike's side of town. Yeah, he was a big Ice Cube fan. So anything with Cube in it, preferably the Friday movies. Those are like a mainstay in my family. So those are the first ones that come to my mind. What about you guys?
Gotcha. Me,
Friday.
He's gonna go cry in the car.
That's good. My grandma had that on VHS.
Right.
For me, it's an Eddie Murphy movie. It's either Coming to America or Life. Either Coming to America or Life. Yeah. Those are two classic movies. Life is on Netflix. For people that don't know, I think it's
just
probably
got on there.
Number one comedy of all time to me with Martin. And that's a crazy duo with Martin and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
But those two movies, I think either Coming to America, I remember sitting at home and watching that with my dad and my brother, Coming to America, or Life. That's great movies, excellent movies. What about you, Austen, man?
Blade.
Oh shit.
Blade.
My God.
Wesley Snipes, dog. Blade's a great one.
Oh my God, bro! I'll tell you, man. I still remember waking up every day, going downstairs, talking to my dad. Can we watch Blade again today? Dude, that's like the 6th time, man. I mean,
Blade was like before its time. Blade was so good.
And he's like, "Hey, you're 10. You shouldn't be watching this anyway. Your mom doesn't keep watching this, but we can watch it though." He was like, "Yeah, I guess because it's either this or
right."
Oh,
was amazing.
Blade was dope. Me being a big Marvel fan, Blade, the movie, fun fact, is the reason why we have the MCU today. People that don't know, Blade started the trend of superhero movies, and it saved Marvel because Marvel was in the tank for a while. Early 2000s, late 90s, they were in a tank. They was trying to sell. That's why they had a Marvel Knights run. Which is a good run on Black Panther. Whoever reads comics, if you want to read a good run of Black Panther, Marvel Knights, Black Panther is a really good run. And Blade is actually what saved them and getting the money up and becoming who Marvel is today. So,
and another good one too at the time was Spawn. Because a lot of people Spawn was Black Panther. Yeah,
Spawn's a classic.
Yeah, Spawn's a classic.
That's what I'm waiting on. I think that's where Jamie Foxx is supposed to be playing Spawn, but there's been like no.
Really?
Yeah,
he looked like he'll fit.
McFarlane is supposed to be doing the script for it, but I don't.
Okay, that's dope. If it's McFarlane's involved, then it's worth it. Then.
Yeah. I mean, we're still waiting on that, and then Blade's supposed to get a remake of Blade too, right?
Yeah, Hey, Ali, and he's a good actor, so can't wait for that. Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
those three, y'all got some good movies, man. Y'all get let us know in the comments what's your favorite
Damn.
Black culture movie. You got a lot. You got Shaft. Even if you go Samuel, you got Passenger 57, The Wood,
Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball.
That's just
Brown Sugar.
Juana Man.
Juana Man. Yeah.
Hey.
You got
speaking of going back and hooping.
Yeah, exactly. Dead Presidents is another one of my favorites.
Right. Oh man,
Dead Presidents is a classic one. So let us know in the comments. What do y'all think? Just try to put it out there and get it going. All right. Now we're going to go into anime side of it. Black History Minute. We want to give a shout out to Terry Sanders Jr. I'm pretty sure, people, Terry Sanders Jr. was the first Gundam pilot, Black Gundam pilot. And he is 8th MS Team. He is known as the Reaper from 8th MS Team. If y'all watch 8th MS Team on, pretty sure it's still on Hulu, but from growing up and stuff like that. If y'all know who I'm going to show y'all who I'm talking about here.
Nobody messed with Terry Sanders.
Yeah, nobody messed with Terry Sanders.
We're not messing with Terry.
We
We're not trying to end up dead.
They was trying to clown my man. Things like that, saying he's bad luck. He's a jinx. We call him a 3rd generation jinx. Every time he's been on a team, the third mission is the mission where everybody dies but him. It's a great story, great piece. And he's piloted
was he rocking dreads?
Yeah, man. Dread, yeah. 29-year-old, 83. 083 was his unit.
He was like 40, dog. So it happens when everyone dies with you, I guess. He got age, but he definitely looked like he was 40. 29.
Oh, man.
So, shout out to him. We got Black History Minute and Gundam. We don't got a whole lot of representation in Gundam in the Gunpla community, anything that involves Gundam. So, I want to give a shout out to. I'm pretty sure he's the first, yo. I want to make him the first. I mean,
he's the first on the pod, so fuck it.
Yeah, there are at least 6. I know that for sure, but I can't see if I can find out which ones.
Well, let's think about it. We got.
Yeah.
This is October of 79. So this is like still 1 year war. January. What is it? January?
Doug Schneider's the other black guy. I think he's around the other. He's same time period. Like
October of 79. He was given the opportunity to pilot the ground mobile type, more mass production mobile type ground unit from 79. I mean, from 80. I'm all over the place. And here it is for the people. So Terry Sanders, one of the first African-American pilots. My guy.
Give him his flowers.
Yeah, man. Because nobody else is going to. We always talk about Armoro. We talk about everybody else, man. But
Armoro. Any protagonist.
And he made his pops proud, yo. He made his pops proud. Terry Sanders Sr. If you hope he, your son did you right. Hope your son did you right, man. References. That's the full profile for the people. What game is that? Whatever that is, like Wild.
Yeah. Dead Space.
Dead Space. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it was nuts.
But shout out to him, and that's Terry Sanders. So next up, we have the Creators Corner. Every week, we try to give a little love to the people out there in this segment. We appreciate everybody that creates and stuff like that. And first up, we have the homie Austen. Who you giving some flowers to, bro?
Yeah, so I decided to give some shout out to Reboon. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. That's on me. But she's a cosplayer who also builds Gunpla, or she's a Gunpla builder who also cosplays. But I came across her stuff because I saw some Witcher Mercury cosplay stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then I saw this, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Tragic. It's all coming back. But no, she's dope. She has some pretty cool builds going on. She has some pretty rare kits that she gets in to build. But her cosplay for Gundam is pretty on point. I mean, some of the stuff she made is just absolutely incredible. And I mean, as we all know, cosplaying as a giant robot is not very easy. Cosplaying as a Genshin Impact character is a little bit easier since they are human, but making a giant robot suit is, I can only imagine, a new challenge all amongst itself. But yeah, now some of her cosplays are amazing. So I thought I'd give a shout out to a cosplayer who also builds Gunpla a little bit as well. Just, I mean, that's dope. And I love Ghost Gundam X too. It's nice to know someone's repping some Gundam X stuff. But she also has some of the fantastic kits too, and as well as my baby. She's got my baby.
I saw
You saw it. Here it is. There it is. She's got it.
Box same size of her.
Same size, bro. I'm so happy. But yeah, that's mine. Yeah. If you guys do get a chance, and that's right, Rin Bun. You guys can see here for Spotify listeners. That's going to be RYNE Bun BUNN. That's Romeo Yankee November Echo Bravo Uniform November.
Absolutely. That's what's up, man.
Thank you.
I want to give a shout out to a homie. We mentioned his name a few times.
Giveaway winner.
He's a giveaway winner. Hope we're not repeating. I'm pretty sure that we didn't. I don't think we show love to the homie Fetz Frequency. If we have, then so be it. You always show love. Why not? He is a streamer in YouTube, a collector. It's one of his video games, Funkos, anime knowledge, Spider-Man knowledge, all crazy. I mean, you can look at the Digimon video games he has right here, classic Digimon video games. He goes out and buys them and reviews them and streams them on his Instagram
Digimon.
or Marvel vs.
Big Spider-Man head too. I swear he almost has every Spider-Man.
I think he does.
So. Oh, Beautiful Joe. That's dope.
What classic game.
This classic game.
This game right here, boy.
And this is the classic game we're talking about is Gundam Battle Assault 2 on PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Talking about, oh my gosh, bro.
He has shout out to him. Monster Rancher. I remember this anime, man. Monster Rancher. Go shout out to him. Follow him on YouTube, Instagram. He does have another Instagram page as well called Fetz Arcade. But there's a lot of good stuff, classic games, man. We're just going back and there's like you got the Cowboy Bebop Blu-ray series, complete series.
And I still have my PS2, and I'm looking at some of the games he has, and I'm like,
Shaman King.
That's as a collector of collectors when it comes to old stuff. I think he has every Pokemon game too.
Wow, Zone of the Enders.
Shoot, I forgot all of that's a classic mech game. Zone of Enders. GameCube. Like I said, he does do model kits. Shout out to him. When I first started building, he, got into it with me. And always
that was some Ace Combat, and he would be my favorite person on the planet.
Right.
I hear that. Dude, you and your daggone military games.
Yo, Ace Combat's. Oh snap! He's got a bro. Okay, so I do know about this. This is like the Japanese only version. Oh wow! The dude, it's been forever since I've seen one of these.
Yeah, and he's heavy on these. They call it the Digivice for the people that listen on Spotify. The ones that go around your wrist that use it's kind of like what is those called? Those little games that you like.
Tamagotchi.
That.
Tamagotchi,
you move Tamagotchi, you move. The more you move, the more steps you can Digivolve, take care of your pet. So he does get him off of P Bandai. He is on TikTok as well.
He's legit. He sent me one for my birthday, so shout out to Fats Dog.
There's an Ultraman one. If they had the Ultraman from Netflix, I would have.
Ultraman, Kamen Rider.
Yeah. This is a pretty dope idea for Japanese culture. That's dope. I wish that there's more in America. But shout out to Fetz, man. Keep it up, bro. We see you. Keep up the good work for my video game people out there. That's Fetz Frequency on Instagram and on TikTok. And he does have another channel as well, Fetz Arcade. Obviously, we'll link everything in the description below. He does have a link tree when you go to his page where you can see everything that you need. He's a Miami Heat enthusiast as well. So shout out to him.
Tough times. That's tough times.
CD brother, who are you giving yours to, man?
Blast for me builds.
Spell
Blast
that
for me builds. It is blast. Simple spelling of blast, and then the 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, blast. Okay, gotcha.
Blast for me builds.
Gotcha.
Just like it sounds. Man, if I've ever wanted to take some photos and do some crazy shit with it, I would immediately go ask this guy, because the photography, the lighting, the simple but subtle editing he does on the photos for the lights and the guns. Like,
wow.
I wish. Like, if I would go black backdrop, yeah, right. Like, tough, man, tough. Been a supporter, but every time you kind of know his work. Every time it pops up, I'm like, oh, this is blasphemy. His style, the lighting, the way he edits the photos. If I see it on Instagram without seeing the name, I know it's this guy. So I want to give him his love. He is tough, and he builds everything. So you see SD, real grade, high grade, master grade, full mechanics for Coop.
There you go.
I do see a Luffy ship on there. Is that the Going Merry for One Piece? So he does a little bit of everything, man. And I wish that's one thing I still want to work on, is getting my pictures better. I'm playing with different styles and poses right now, but like, look at that Shenlong with the flames coming out of it. Oh man, like, if you know Shenlong's my shit. Yeah, like,
that does look crazy.
That just brings back my childhood right there. So this is one thing I have planned. So blasphemy builds, right? Look like, oh my god, man, tearing apart the Leo Torrington base, like running through my head. This is what got me into Gundam.
So, this shot right here is crazy, and we don't get a lot of. And people know toy photographers try to be up and coming toy photographer. We don't get a whole lot of action fighting Gundam. Yeah, so
I just one pose.
Yeah, have hats off to this dude, man. This is good stuff. Ooh.
Right. And he customs. I forgot. So I mean, shout out to Blasphemy, man. You're tough. Keep working. Yeah. Keep working, man. We see you. So everyone, for people on Spotify, Blast for Me builds with 4, the number 4 on IG. If you want to take a look at his work, super cool dude, man.
Exactly. He tells you what the next one he's gonna work on. Goof Tactical. Yeah, got it. That's dope. Never even thought about that.
Yeah, dope.
Man,
gotta take some lessons from him if I want to get my pictures better too.
Right. It's just some of the stuff, man. People, I just need the time.
My brain don't even work to even think of that shit though. Like, I work real hard to get this one simple pose, and like I'll just change the angle of the camera. This side. Right. Exactly. Okay.
Like, no, I'll be back. I'll get it in a minute, Deborah. Yeah. I'll get it in a minute. Yeah. Yep. That's what's up, man. Y'all ready for the next segment? We haven't done this in a while, man. 30-second game, 30 second and go. So the people that's out there, you got 30 seconds to guess the kit, or suit, mobile suit. We went mobile suit or character. We had a fun time the first go around, but what I do is I have a character on my phone. Austen got to guess. CD got to guess Austen's, and I guess CD's. So let me think of something for the homie Austen right now.
Character or mobile suit, correct?
Character or mobile suit, correct.
Okay. It's gonna be super easy. I already got mine.
All right. Let me just pull up the timer. I got mine. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not 30-second timer. And get this up and running. Ooh. Let's see. You ready, Austen, man?
Yeah, and I'm guessing yours, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get mine. You're guessing mine. That's what.
Alrighty, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
All right, hold on. Let me Yeah.
Why is that a pause?
Hey, you never know. You never know.
How?
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
good
no,
at that
no,
pause.
What Coop said before that?
You just never know.
Oh, you just never know.
Let me make sure everything's squared away.
I got a good one for you, Coop.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
It's
30-second game starting now.
You see or not?
You see.
Unicorn?
No.
Is it in the Unicorn saga?
No.
Zeta saga?
No.
Original series?
Yes. No, not original. I'm sorry. No.
Zeta? Is it a Crossbone series?
No.
Victory Gundam series?
No.
Oh, is it 8th MS Team?
Correct.
Is it Ground Type
No.
Gundam? The Goof Custom?
No.
Oh.
Final guess. Let me get it.
The Ball.
No, man.
You
What?
should have asked character or suit.
We got
Oh, I
Terry
forgot it was a
Sanders.
character. That's right. It was Terry Sanders.
Terry
I should have thought
Sanders.
of that. I don't know why I didn't think of a person. I thought it was only
Damn.
my brain was like suit. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and you just
Yeah,
clarified
not
it too. You was like, "Yo, it's a suit or a character." And it was like,
But
yeah.
then you said person. I was like, oh, okay. But it's a suit, right? person. But it's a suit, right?
Oh, did I mess up? Did I mess up?
No. You were on
We're
point.
good. We're good.
Yeah. No, you were point.
Did I tell you it was just a suit?
No.
That wasn't a question.
No. I tricked my own brain into believing that it was just a suit because you kept saying person. I think you didn't realize that you were kind of giving me an answer, a hint there, and my brain said, "No, Coop's a liar. That's not true."
Coop told me Haro.
Coop told me Haro, don't believe this man. It's a suit.
Exactly. All right, CD, you ready for Austen?
Let's go.
All right, 30-second game. Austin, you ready?
Bro, you ain't never getting this one. Go ahead. Yeah, and I'll give you a hint ahead of time. It is a suit.
It is a suit. Ready, go.
UC or other?
UC.
8th MS Team, Wing. No, that's not Wing.
Nope.
Unicorn.
Yep, Unicorn.
Okay. Is it protagonist suit or other?
Other.
Jesta.
No. Think of some battles. Battles that happened in there. Name battles that happened in there.
Any of the GMs?
No.
Final guess, bro.
Damn. What's that one transformable suit that you like?
But think of battles that happened. Think of battles that happened in the show. One major battle that everyone likes.
Final guess, bro. What you got?
I don't fucking know.
The Battle of Torrington.
Hmm.
Were the suits involved in Torrington? I'll give you another hint. It's EFSF.
I'm
Earth
blanking.
Federation.
You gotta tell me.
All right. It is the gun cannon detector.
Dog, what? There's no way.
Gun cannon detector.
Picture, please. RE100, right?
RE100, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I
I would have never guessed that.
I couldn't even think of anything though. That was the thing. My had like a mental block. I said unicorn. I'm like, fuck. What are the suits in the unicorn besides the unicorn?
The Akishaki is the one. I think the Ankinshanka, the green one that transforms into the donut. I think you were thinking of that. No, I was like think of Torrington, and I was like black tri-stars. Were the black tri-stars used at one point to use the Doms? What did the Dom kill? He straight up stabbed one of these dudes right in the heart.
I took an L.
That's a tough one, dog.
That is a tough one though. Yeah.
That was good though, because
it's a harder.
That's a good one because that's the one time I've only seen as a kid. Like, and now that you said, I remember the scene.
I actually really want the RE100 of this, but I pump faked on it of it because Coop, I do want an RE100. There are some times I'm only human. I'm only human. Damn it!
When did that even come out? Like, is that P Bandai too?
No. The blue one is the regular release. The red one is P Bandai. What we're looking at is P Bandai, but the blue one is the regular release. That came out in 2000, same year I think as the Delta Plus, which was 2012, 2013.
That's what I was thinking too. Delta Plus. That's the one.
Yeah.
Let me get ready.
All right,
Let me get ready. Yeah. All right. All right, you ready?
Yes,
All right, I'm going to use on 3, 2, 1. UC, non-UC.
UC.
Mobile suit or pilot?
Mobile suit.
So we got Origins, Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta,
Yes.
Double Zeta. Zeta?
Mobile suit Gundam.
Mobile Suit Gundam. Xeon or Federation?
Xeon.
Zaku 1, 2. Dom 1 or 2. Black Tri-Stars. None of those.
Nope.
Xeon.
Nope.
Is
I'll give you
Xeon?
one guess. Nope. I'll give you one more.
A Xeon suit from Mobile Suit Gundam. Is it the at guy?
Zegok.
Zegok. Oh, Zegok. Yeah.
Your favorite to Coop.
Oh my
Your favorite crab.
Dog, I was right there. I thought I was thinking Zegok, but I said fucking at guy. Damn you, Fats. Fats Frequency came back and bit me in the ass. One of his favorite kits is the damn master grade at guy. And oh my gosh. All right. Damn.
Those around the board. Damn.
Yeah.
I think mine was a bigger L, seeing that I had more than enough hints compared to everyone else. What I did to TD was just mean.
that was a tough one.
Now I need to go back and watch that shit. Because I didn't remember.
You see, it's a dope looking suit. I really kind of want.
That's a dope episode.
The Torrington base attack,
and that's the one.
That's the E-Freak, baby. Where E-Freak gets like 2 seconds of airtime.
That's when everybody comes out of the woodworks, right?
Yeah, so everybody, and the Efreet takes off one of those blades and it starts heating up in his hand and it cuts away, and you're like, no, go back. I want to see the Efreet.
Desert Dom trophy pins,
everybody, they was like, you know what, we got something for P Bandai. Let's drop them all.
Oh my god,
this episode's like, you're like, yo, where did this even? It'd be quick.
Semi Striker, the Nimmo Desert Color version. I was like, where
they coming from?
The woodwork.
I got you. But next up, it's been a while. Austen's real great, man. Talk to us, man.
Hey everybody! Once again, it's a real great time, and I decided to grab a kit that I thought I would really like, and then when I was done building it, it turned into kind of a mess for me. And that's going to be the Gustav Karl. Now, the Gustav Karl is a Earth Federation mobile suit developed a little bit later, beyond the time of after the first series. We're looking past Zeta, past the first series. It was pretty much featured mostly in Hathaway's Flash as the blue and yellow variant, but what I have here is the unicorn variant, which is gray, white, blue. There's no differences between them. It's literally just a color swap. And it's only represented in high grade form. There's no master grade, no real grade version of it. So this one's going to be pretty quick and simple, and it's too damn big. If you look at the Gustav Karl, and let me just hold it to where you can see it. Gustav Karl, compared to a Witcher Mercury kit, which sure they run a little bit small, as you can see, it's a big boy. Yeah. All the kits in the Hathaway series anyway are pretty damn big. And
early, later, late, you see is when they start extending the sizes and stuff here.
When they start getting too big, and what that ends up happening is, I don't know if you guys could see it in the video, but some problems start to occur. And I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah.
The legs are too heavy, even with hollow parts, to hold up their own weight within those rounded poly caps. And that's my biggest gripe of the kit. Visually, it looks pretty good. Model building wise, it was very easy to put together. It took maybe at most 2.5 hours to build. Stickers, it's minimal. All this, what you're seeing, is color separation. It even has a nice little gimmick of a missile pack opening up there in the forearm.
Yeah.
You can actually close and open that door, right? So you can open and close the door with the missile pack. There's no other articulation that's out the woodwork. As you can see, it goes up to a certain point and then stops. And then even then, I mean, it has pretty good arm articulation. Everything in it is built to make it where it can pose as best as it possibly can, reach its limits. The problem is those limits were not intended for this suit to reach.
Yeah.
Right.
Just everything in here is an absolute kind of mess of just polycap worn out time, and some of it's plastic on plastic, but even that doesn't matter. This kit was a disappointment for me. I haven't touched it since. I'm thinking about just tossing it. I bet I could fix it. I bet I could fix all this stuff in it, but I wasn't looking for a huge ventured project. I was looking for something. Yeah, I was looking for just some fun. You even have a shield here that has a little bit of articulation, but it can't actually reach all the way to the front of the arm. I mean, well, it can, but only to that kind of degree to protect it. So
it looks like it should be of like great for scribing and decal, and
there's plenty of space for it. There's in the hands of a true master, this thing can turn to out being amazing. Even I can see the path to this looking really damn good. I can see potential in it. But I mean, you have to be willing to put up all that work, and the seam lines, there's nub marks here and there. There's not too many seam lines, but they're in the places where I don't like them the most. It's a mixed bag, guys.
Is this a $16 high grade? Is it
this one I think was $18 or $20. Okay. Due to its size, it's a little bit more pricey. I would say, if you're looking to get a high grade, this is probably not the best one to start out with, especially if you're a beginner. Stay away. You're going to need joint guard, glue, a lot of sanding, because the plastic is dark colored. When you take something out, you're going to be working really hard to get rid of nub marks or stress marks.
And it's a thick plastic too, ain't it? Like, and it's like that Messer plastic where it's like you could use God hands and it's still going to be like, oh,
yeah.
For a while.
It's essentially it's for people who have been in the game for a very long time.
Unless you enjoy just snapping and going.
Yeah, if you like snapping and just enjoying what you got, this probably still wouldn't be the best even unicorn kit. In terms of high grade unicorns, I would recommend probably the high grade Zeta Plus, even though I know it's not 100% accurate to the way it was in the show. I still probably would recommend that. I think you would have more fun. But yeah, I mean, it stands up fine, holds its pose. Holds its pose is fine. It's horrible at that. It stands up fine.
Stands up fine.
Jesus, I think that's it. I think that's it. The accessories are minimal. It only gets one beam rifle. Doesn't get anything else besides that. I mean, that's it, guys. I think this might be the first time that I ever give a grade lower than a C or D minus.
It's an F.
If I'm going chunky high grade, I'm getting the Messer over this.
Yeah, the Messer. Oh my god, I have all the Messers. I have the pre-Bandai Messers too. They are way better than this thing, in my opinion. They look better, in my opinion, too. The art, the detail, the complexity of it is much better than this, even for high grade. So this might be the first kit I ever give an actual F+ to. If you are an experienced builder, don't let that shy away from you. If you like a challenge, I bet you can make this look like an absolute badass. If you're a beginner, stay far away from it. It's not worth it.
Good luck.
If you're intermediate and you want to learn how to scribe it, this might be a pretty good option because there's a lot of flat panels, and I mean,
you definitely has potential.
It definitely has potential. Have at it.
We just can't grade off of potential.
Yeah, and there's a P Bandai version
name,
of this.
bro. Gustav Karl. When you were saying that earlier, like I was like, what the fuck is a Gustav Karl?
Well, it's based off the Carl Gustav, which is an ATGM rocket launcher that the U.S. military uses. So they just switched them around. But I mean, that rocket launcher was made to be light, nimble, and used in infantry. This is big,
Mm.
fat, and looks like it barely fits in the city it belongs in. So
But that's you flip it backwards. The opposite of light and nimble,
yeah,
fat and just not
yeah.
nimble.
So it's a bust for me. Like I said, experience. Go ahead and take a shot at it. Newcomers, stay away. Intermediate, if you feel like a challenge, here it is. Just make sure you got joint guard and glue and paint and sanding. So yeah, Gustav Karl, F+. I'm done with it. I will now throw this in the trash.
There you go, people.
Or give it away. I don't know.
Donate it, Austin.
Wow.
I will. I'll donate it to my local Goodwill.
There you go.
Some kid's gonna like it.
Somebody will.
Somebody.
Man, oh man. Well, that's what's up, man. I appreciate it. I seen the box. Now that I've seen the kit, it's definitely a no-go. Good price point for army builders if you want an army build, but something like that. So I mean, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't have a good hit factor when it comes to army building. Like, it's not like a gun cannon where you can army build.
It looks intimidating. Don't get me wrong. It looks like one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that didn't skip leg day, right? It looks like really dope, but I mean, just building it and using it, and I mean, oh God, I can't stand up because the darn thing is. Yeah, no, it's
on to the next.
On to the next one. Wow, literally, it fell and snapped into. Yeah, on to the next one. Yeah,
gotcha. Next up, we've been running a segment, people, called "Let's Go Shopping." And we're going to be doing this to talk about certain websites and probably the pros and cons, or not cons, areas of opportunities and stuff like that. All right. So next up, last week we did USA Gundam. We did Vulcan Hobby the week before. This one we're going to do New Type US. New Type website. What do y'all think about it? How do y'all feel about New Type? It's boy. Not a bad website, to be honest with you, for my people that's new into the hobby. US New Type, they're pros for me. They're in the West Coast, so they
The
get
best
a
coast.
lot. That's what they say. They get a lot of stuff pretty early. If you follow their Instagram, you'll see that they'll get some stuff in way before other websites like USA Gundam, Mecha Warehouse. That is a real good pro. Also, for me, you see that they also have figures like USA Gundam, so you can go up here. Another low-key spot if y'all want to order some SH Fig Arts. I mean, they run sales, 10% off this Majin Buu. This was a hot commodity. Gundam Universe figures. Think this is. We'll get into that. We'll get it. What's your take, CD?
This is one of my preferred websites to shop from. Just off the initial click on when you get to the first website, you can toggle between new arrivals, restocks, featured and sales. A lot of places, that's a whole nother tab, a couple extra clicks. This one, is already right here, so you can go right to it. I spent a lot of time just window shopping because sometimes they won't announce they got some stuff in. Like, I missed the restock of the PGU. Just didn't happen to check the website, but they always are like filtering new stuff in, and they just have a big stock, and they keep it updated compared to other shops. They might say they have something in stock, you order it, find out you get an email, hey, it's not in stock, or they'll just tell you, hey, it's on pre-order. New Type, usually you get a confirmation same day that your order's confirmed. Sometimes I've even gotten my order shipped same day. I prefer, because I am on the West Coast, the best coast, as I would say, and a lot of people do. So I don't know. It gets to me relatively quick. I can usually order something on Monday. If there's like no sales or anything, I can usually get my kit, my package by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. So I love the turnaround time, and they carry a lot of like Madwork stuff. A lot of stuff specific to the hobby that a lot of other places don't carry. So I definitely enjoy spending my bread with New Type, and they have a point system too. So that's
wow,
nice.
I didn't know they had a point system. That's dope.
Yeah, they got a little something light on there.
Yeah, no, my favorite part about them is that you do find a lot more accessory stuff that you would need, like tools. They're more kind of delved into the toolkit area. I feel like than most other websites. Galactic Toys, they're I mean, good luck finding where their toolkits are on the website.
Right.
Like you have to scroll and hit things and then scroll down to what tools you're looking for, and then you can cycle through whatever hasn't been there for 15,000 years. So you have to go out of your way. I feel like in other sites, and this one's like, hey, all these tools are up front before you get to the model kits, because they know a tool can make or break some type of technique that you're trying to pull off. And also, I do like the fact that they do tend to get in kits a lot earlier than other places.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's the biggest deal. And I mean, the problem is that me and Coop are on the East Coast, so when we order them, and by the time they get to us, even though it is speedy shipping, it's not like they don't take their time with shipping. 3 or 4 days is still not that long of a time.
We're probably maxing out the shipping time.
Yeah, we're probably maxing out for them. So like we're at a disadvantage. But if you're on the West Coast, I mean, you
love it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You're knocking it out immediately.
Like I can order something today, it'll be at my house by Wednesday.
True. And they are one of the few sites that's actually, I think they're the only site that sells G Rework decals, which are my favorite decals.
Mecca Warehouse has few
Mecca
far,
Warehouse
yeah, they do few and far between. But this is the only website that has exclusive paint. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because Studio G, who is a big name in the Gunpla community, has his own paints, and Studio series. No, that's I'm trying to find his paint. This isn't his paint.
He might have. Did he start his? I know Studio G has its own website too.
Yeah. So here is his paint for my airbrush people out there. I have a few bottles. This is Pour and Go. Studio G's paint runs a pretty good deal every now and then. You get the collection that comes with all of these, not some of them. You get them all in this, and there is pretty reliable paint. To be honest with you, it's $10. But we're not here talking about Studio G. I'm just letting y'all know, New Type does carry exclusively Studio G paint. And one thing that I enjoy, I'm not there yet, but I enjoy, is the resin, right? Like I'm pretty sure, right? New Type is not exclusive, but the resin only get resin from them. My resin pieces.
Yeah, they have a pretty big selection of resin garage work kits. So it's dope to see, even though I can't afford them because they're always, like hundreds of dollars, 100, 200, 150. But definitely enjoy looking at the resin kits they do carry on their website. And their stock is just huge. Like Austen said, when I go to look for some tools, a specific thing I'm looking to scribe with, or I'm going straight to New Type because I know they're usually going to have it.
I mean, look at the selection of resin. This is just, if you're there, people, and if you want to get into resin, I don't know what other websites you could go to outside New Type. Y'all know anybody else that sells resin?
There was one site, but for the life of me, I can't remember it. And they're in the Philippines, so you can order from them. But it won't get to you anytime soon.
There's some foreign sites that you can order from, but stateside, this is it.
This is about it. Yeah.
That's this big of a selection anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just the perfect grade. I mean, you just type in. It's not going to really sort it down. Studio, what is it? SH. I can't. Regardless of the fact, they have a boatload of resin, boatload of tools. Cons or areas of opportunity.
Discount code, man.
Discount code, but I know that's not on them. I know that's not on.
Right. They can run 10%.
Yeah, they can run
10% every once in a while.
Yeah, they can run a few more sales.
They could, sometimes I wait for it, and I'm sitting here waiting, and you have to kind of accept, like, it ain't never coming.
Yeah, especially
Black Friday. Yeah, like
you got to spend a lot to get the Black Friday code.
Yeah,
they do around Christmas time. They do run the advent calendars where they run sales and stuff like that throughout
You
throughout
see,
the
and they
month
also
of
have
December.
Dispay collabs just with them. Like they do one yearly, every Lunar New
Year
Year.
to
You
Rabbit.
get like so every year, they have whatever last year's they have something specific to.
I was really close to ordering this because as people know in my last stream, my nippers did break, and I was thinking about buying new nippers. And I thought about if the nippers are $60, I might as well just buy this
Oh yeah,
whole
that's true.
Dispay.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I definitely need a pair of new nippers myself. And this is just like 30 more bucks.
Dispay nippers, like I was saying, they're up there. And
what does this all come with though? Let's see. This comes with a hobby knife, a paint, a part detacher, nipper, new badge,
and a scriber.
And the scriber?
Yeah, the push broach. That's a
ooh.
20
and their new handle.
20 blades for the hobby knife.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I was this close to getting it, man. The only thing that stopped me was that the nippers were available right now. And
this is available now.
No, I would have to wait for a little bit for the shipping to get to me, which isn't too long. I just need something now I could cut so I can use it right that day.
This is not a bad little deal.
It's not.
This is the collector in me makes me not even want to use it. Like I would get it. Like I can't mess this up.
Just keep the box with you whenever you go, and then just slowly open it up, look at the nippers, get ready to take it out, examine it.
Pull your build day with this.
Get up, get out of your car, go home.
How can I walk in Year the Rabbit looking like this? Beat the hell, like, man. But this is, and it comes with a. Ooh, I might
too. I might still get it. I like the color too. I like that metallic red.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
I do need a pair of new nippers, and I need a scriber.
I do need to buy the balancers. So this is one of the few places where you can buy the balancers for the sanding sticks.
I got a few too for you.
One of the few places that carries the gun primer.
Yeah. Coop turned me on to gun primer stuff. I'm now using some gun primer. I'm like, oh my god, this is way better.
The CD told me about the balancers, so I was shout
out CD.
Gun primer is it, dog? Right,
yeah, gun
that's what we're here for.
Top, bro. They're top. I was like, oh my god, this is way easier.
And
the finish is nice. Like, all right.
New type just needs sales, a little bit more sales. God, I want to get that Year the Rabbit now, but watch, it will be.
And look, third-party kits. The judge.
Third-party kits. Yeah, the judge. The kit that changed everything. Now everyone's looking for third-party kits. Once the judge came out, then everybody needs a third-party kit now.
See, if I had a gift card, I just placed an order.
Yeah, same. If I had a $50 gift card, $25 gift card,
$10 I had a $15 gift card from New Type. Damn. I'm beating myself up over here, people, because if y'all don't, people in Spotify, go check out New Type and look at that Year the Rabbit tool set. The Spade times New Type, the Spade New Type collaboration. It's pretty dope. And like Austen said, God hands go for 60. God hands go for 60.
If you're going for grade 5 or star 5 guard hands, you're looking at $60. This will get you
$40 more.
$40 more. You get 3-4 other more tools and some replacements.
Dispay has good clippers, I'm telling you.
And Dispay has good clippers. I mean, you're not going to be out of the game.
I'm going to mess around and look at this thing.
Single blade nippers, good quality, cool box.
Just in case. I'll do some discussing later. But
I don't blame you.
I pull up my New Tab website. I got like 50 things in there I keep going through.
All right. Gotcha. But that's it for New Type. Other than the codes, I don't think anything else. New Type is a great website when it comes to ordering stuff. I'll take no codes for early access to kits. So, and they do give.
I'm already taking no codes just because I can get it quick.
Yeah,
but it would be nice, just throw me a 10% here and there.
That's it. Let us know in the comments below. Do y'all like New Type? Is that y'all's preferred website? Y'all on the West Coast? Some will call it the best coast, and think that ordering from New Type is beneficial and you don't order from nowhere else. Let us know in the comments below.
Sure thing. Sure thing.
And that's pretty much it, people. And yeah, this was fun. We got some more stuff coming down the line. Remember, check us out on Spotify. We're on Spotify now too. I know we've been saying it throughout the whole time, but if you're on your commute to work, commute home,
Tune in.
You know, check us both out. Check us on YouTube and on Spotify. See what we talk about.
You get the facial expressions on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You get our instant reactions.
Exactly. And don't forget, people, we are running hashtag Undergate Project 23. So make sure you use that hashtag so we can see some of your stuff. We're going to be running a segment here soon where we bring up this hashtag and we'll see. So whatever projects y'all working on, don't forget to use hashtag Undergate Project 23 on your next time posted on Instagram. And yeah, Instagram. Use that on Instagram because we're not going to see it on Facebook. Don't forget, go to vulcanhobby.com, use the code Undergate10 for 10% off your order. Not like New Type.
Hey, look at that, a discount code. Hey, look at that.
Right.
Look at that. What is that over
there? Them guys at Vulcan Hobby too, they're going to be at Comic-Con, the biggest anime convention in Alabama this coming weekend. 10 through 12, they'll have a booth up there with kits, some crazy kits that aren't on the website yet. So if you're in the area, check that out.
Yes.
It's some heat. We've seen it. So yeah, make sure you see it there first. You get the first grabs at the convention.
Tell them the Undergate boy sent you.
Yeah,
right. Tell him.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Chris over there. He's cool with us. So be there.
But until next time, people, stay sharp, stay focused. You know, keep pushing through. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Shout out to Mayweather for that one. Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Coop, a CD. We got Austen. Go look up some Black History stuff. Not put some knowledge. I'm not trying to force it on people, but it's Black History Month.
Right.
You know,
not your regular daily stuff. Do some research.
People do a whole lot of drinking on St. Patrick's Day. You might as well do whole lot of research in Black History Month.
That is true.
So
you got a whole month.
That's it.
A whole month.
Well, until next time, people. Again, we're undergated, never underrated. Peace.